Okay, today our fourth day speaking session. The topic is about art and photography. Without further ado, let's start our part one. Do you enjoy visiting art galleries? Every so often, I try to go art galleries because I have a very good memories of my childhood when I go for an art exhibition of a very famous artist of that time named Joinul. So from then, I become so captivating on art and on the drawing. Did you enjoy art classes when you were a kid? Yes, obviously, because when I first saw an exhibition, from then since then I asked my mom to admit me in an art institute, and I think the only way to bring your imagination into your drawing paper is art. So uh, and I on that age I really like to do something creative and try to make something which is very uncommon to the others children, and I found so bliss on that topic. Do you think painting is a good way to relax? Yes, obviously, because I think, in my opinion, if you are very tense about anything, or there is nothing to do, you are having a downtime, and you can go for making some drawings on your white paper. And overall, I think drawing is the uh, very prominent activities to bring out all of your emotions uh, through your drawing. You know, do you like taking photos of yourself? Uh, Particularly, I actually don't like to take photos of myself, uh, but I like to take some natural views and animal moments on my phone. How often do you take photographs? Well, uh, it actually depends on the situation. When my family go for a vacation, I try to take the moment of ourselves so that we can remind after 2 months or 2 years, and people can see what I we have done in our past, and um, and it actually depends on the situation. uh, if it is a family tour, or if I go in somewhere, uh, and I try to take pictures of it, because who knows, this is the last time I am here, and maybe in the next month or next time I will not be able to come in that place again. So I try to take pictures of the nature, of the scenario of that moment. But I actually don't like to take of my photo. Have you ever displayed your own photographs at home? Yes. uh, my parents like to display their own photos on their room. Yeah, most of them are being captured by my phone. So those are the photos which are being displayed at my home. Okay, we are going to start our second part, which is Q cut part. The topic is about describe a photograph that you have taken and you are proud of. One photograph that I am proud of was taken on a trip with my friends about 1 years ago. It was in Sundarban, and it was a guided boat through the river. So we all there to explore new nature, the animals, and somewhere down the line we just encounter a very dangerous animal, which is Royal Bengal tiger, coming out from the jungle to drink water from riverbank. And at that moment we all are blown away. It is very rare that you can see a tiger uh, came out from the jungle. It is those animals are hardly come to the close to the human. So at that moment, I just captured a very clear shot, and I wasn't expected to take such a photo of the most dangerous animal. And with my all friends are so flabbergasted and at that moment, and I feel so proud because it is very rare picture. uh, you could say it also take patience and alertness to have some some kind of moment which is barely could have. And it also, this picture also remind me of how powerful and majestic the nature is. So overall, uh, I really have something that I could proud of. Okay, now we are going to start our part 3, which is discussion part. The first question is, those involve what role does art play in a children's development? Well, in my opinion, if children are evolving in such activities where they have to emerge their creativities, it is obvious that this kind of activities will develop children's brain, their creativities. They will gonna imagine more out of the box, we could say. What role do you think photography is considered a form of art? Obviously, because nobody there are so many people who actually don't know about anything. There is so many people who actually don't know about art. And if you want to portray your creativity in such way, you have to you have to know a minimum knowledge about art. And that's so I think photography should be considered as art. It is important for a school to offer art classes. As I said that yes, it is a very good activities to develop your mind, your creativity. So if this kind of activities are being implemented on your school, it will help your children's to develop their mind. What are how has technology changed the way people take and share photographs? Well, if you look before 10 or 15 years ago, suppose 20 years ago, people don't have any electric device to capture the moment. People try to draw that moment or that scenario, and that was so expensive on that time because you have to buy colors and you have to know a minimum knowledge about drawing. And nowadays people just take that moment in one click. And and also people actually don't have much idea about taking photos. They just click. But if we different between a good photograph or bad, it actually consider many different angles, and 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 some other small details that make photographs more engaging. And if we talk about the sharing, nowadays people share their photos on different devices, like you can send photos on social medias. But uh, in past, people just send their photos or art through post office. uh, but every decade it has been changing, uh, and it become more and more easier to capture a moment for peoples. What are the advantages of taking photos while traveling? As I said that on my cue card, that I just took a very rare moment, and that's how we can capture your the most valuable time. Yeah, you can freeze that moment with one click, capturing that moment. And after after 2 months or 2 years, you can see your photos. You can remain your moment. uh, yes, that's how it actually work. And advantage, and this is the advantage I already said. Why do some people dislike looking at picture of themselves? I think uh, it actually depend on psychologically. There are so many people who like to see themselves on photos, and some others actually dislike it. And if we talk about the dislikings, it is depend on the device. If device provide the quality, a good quality of photos or art, people actually will like that. But the picture is kind of blurry or in a bad quality. And in my opinion, if you look yourself in front of camera, and all of a sudden you look at yourself on mirror, it's totally different, in my opinion. And that's why people like to see themselves in front of mirror instead in front of camera. Actually, camera couldn't provide you the real, I think, the actual uh, features of that moment. Do you think people will continue printing photos in the future, or will everything be digital? As we all know that uh, AI already arrived between us. Artificial intelligence have that capability to make anything instantly. So I don't think people will go back to that uh, age where they actually printing the photos. Now people like to display photos and everything on a digital board or social medias. This is the ending. This is the ending of my today's topic. It was quite hard for me to generate ideas, so I have been stuck in the middle of the sentence. Uh, but tomorrow I will do better, inshallah. So in future I will improve my speaking also. Until, stay with me. Thank you, everyone.